Hello, this is Raymond the Meta Man, and this exciting video is about Sandbox going to the moon. But you may not want it to go to the moon. You may want it to go to the stars. So if so, just click right there on that link and go to one of my other fascinating Sandbox videos. But if you're still here, it's because you want to know the fundamental reason and the technical reason why right now is so powerful for investing in Sandbox. So behind me is a scary Lego looking character, but that's what Sandbox looks like. And sometimes it's a little bit scary like that, but mostly Sandbox is really pretty and nice and sweet, like the vision that you're seeing right now. So first, I'm going to tell you a little about the Sandbox. It's essentially a platform for game designers and artists to earn money through their digital wares. Believe it or not, I think the opportunity for virtual real estate is far greater because with digital land, you can renovate it far faster, you can develop it far faster, you can change it if the environment changes far faster and far less expensive than in real physical real estate. So believe it or not, I think there's going to be a giant upsurge in digital real estate interest, and leading that way is Sandbox. Landowners can customize their plots in a variety of ways. Some will create games for others to play. Others will expect to build virtual art galleries in hopes of selling NFTs. This is all new and it's all fun. Anyone can enter the Sandbox world, create an avatar, play, and chat with other users. This is so new and so fascinating, but so real. The number of people who owned sand currency has ballooned from 500,000 at the beginning of November to 900,000 currently in 1 month, a vast explosion of interest in Sandbox. The Sandbox is a virtual metaverse that allows users to create and play and buy land and renovate land and rent out land. It's just so exciting. It's so exciting. It has its own DeFi. It has its own games, and they're exploding. It has its land, and wait till you hear the prices of the land. 16,000 people have already bought land in Sandbox. 16,000. And you think people are just interested in land? Well, one person paid $650,000 for a yacht, not just a yacht, a mega yacht, not just a mega yacht, a Sandbox metaverse mega yacht, just sold for $650,000 as the most expensive NFT ever sold in the Sandbox virtual world. And that's more evidence that people, especially whales, especially big investors, are completely convinced, they're completely confident that Sandbox is here to stay and will grow and grow and grow. And us little minnows have to follow the whales because they have done much more research and they know where they're going, and they're going into Sandbox. We need to follow them. But I've teased you for long enough. Here we go. The least expensive piece of land available for sale in Sandbox, the least expensive, you can't buy it any less, is 15,000 US dollars. $15,000, that's the minimum. And what do you get for it? You get an imaginary piece of land in an imaginary world called Sandbox, in an imaginary universe called Metaverse. Wow. Wow. That's the minimum. And the maximum, Sandbox just set the record, a $4.3 million purchase of one plot of land, one virtual plot of land. There's no plot of land in any metaverse, in any coin, that has ever sold for that much. Wow. Now I want to look at a bigger picture. Look at the screen right now, and you can see the top cryptocurrency categories by market cap. On November 1st of 2021, just a month ago, when I started this YouTube channel, the metaverse was the 24th biggest category of coins. And now you can see it's 19th. And on November 1st, it amounted to 41 coins. Well, now two things have happened. In 1 month, from November 1st to December 1st, the number of coins has dramatically increased from 41 to 56, and the market cap has ballooned up to $35 billion. that shows lots of interest, lots of excitement, new money coming into those coins and raising its value, and new coins coming into the metaverse category of all the cryptocurrencies. Now, if we look into the metaverse, we can see that there are 5 coins that are at least $1 billion in market cap. The largest one is the 23rd in the world, and that's Axie Infinity at almost 9 billion. The second one is Decentraland, called Mana, and it's the 40th in the world at 6 billion. And the next is our favorite, Sandbox, at 41st in the world. Now, it was way lower than that, but it's now almost $6 billion market cap. It's come up from about 1 billion market cap just 1 month ago. And then there's Engine at 3 billion and Illuvium at 1 billion. So there's only 5 coins in the metaverse right now that are over 1 billion. And our favorite Sandbox has leaped up to the 3rd spot and 41st in the world. Now, it is not possible for a metaverse coin, especially Sandbox, to not be in the top 10 in the world. And if it gets into the top 10, that's going to be an increase of approximately 10x. And when could it get there? It could get there in a month. It could get there in the first quarter of 2022. It could take longer, it could take shorter, but it's not going to be long. There has to be a metaverse coin in the top 10 in the universe. That has all been what's called fundamental analysis, looking at the world, at the economy, at what's going on, what's actually going on. The development, the users, the excitement, the prices of the land, the prices of the yachts. But now let's look at what's called technical analysis, where we look only at the graph. And this is a graph of Sandbox. And we draw lines in order to indicate what's going on. The purple lines on the top right is called a wedge. You can see that Sandbox recently has had lower highs and higher lows, which means they're coming closer and closer and closer together. That means that when the peak of the wedge happens, which will be in 2 or 3 days, then the price of Sandbox has to leave the wedge. Why? Because the wedge is stable and the prices keep going to the right with the time of the year. So it has to either go up or down. And typically what happens when a coin is rising in price and then goes to a wedge, then typically when it breaks out to the upside. And so that is my fundamental analysis, and that is my technical analysis. Now, if you are interested maybe in one of the other coins in the metaverse, then just click right here and click on that link in order to learn about the other coins in the metaverse. In the meantime, Sandbox is going to the moon. Hello, and thank you for listening to that exciting video. Now, click on Meta in order to subscribe so that other people will enjoy it too. And click right here to enjoy my previous video, and click right there to enjoy the video about Sand, my favorite crypto metaverse coin.